kids these days with their fork knife and their Papa's Cheeseria. Back in my day, we had moshi monsters. So I was born in 2000, raised in the 2000s, and I don't know if you've heard, but it's our time to be nostalgic now. So, in a fit of nostalgia, I was thinking about all the web-based games I used to play in my childhood, and I was like, you know what really made an impact on my life and made me the person who I am today more than anything else? Is, moshi monsters. More specifically, the Moshi Monsters forums. Now, I discovered today, in my research, that on December 7th, 2011, the Moshi Monsters forums were redesigned, and all of the old posts were deleted, which is sad for me, because when I was on the Moshi Monsters forums, I was like 9 or 10, back in 2009 or 2010. So to honor my fallen hero, aka the Moshi Monsters forums, I have decided to make a video detailing the top 10 things I did on the Moshi Monsters forums as a child. The best part is, all the old forum posts were deleted, so nobody can prove if any of this is true or not, but I swear to God it is. Number 1, I went by the screen name Aqua910. So that's obviously not forum specific, but it does have a lot to do with how I constructed and performed my identity as a preteen, so I'm going to put it on this list. Basically, aqua blue was my favorite color, hence the aqua, and I was 9 when I made the account, but I wanted a 10 in there too, so the username had staying power for the next year, and I wouldn't be like, ew, I'm too old to have 9 in my username, because I guess I was kind of obsessed with seeming mature as a child. Unfortunately, people didn't really get this, and thought that it was just Aqua910, which might have been the greatest tragedy of my young life. Number 2, created so many fan clubs. So I frequented this forum called Chatterbox, that's what it was called anyway, and I became very, very popular because I would make fan clubs for every user that I saw. And on Moshi Monsters forums, what a fan club was basically just you made a forum post, made the title, fan club for so-and-so, and then let people like come in the comments and talk about how much they loved them, which, you know, it was sweet, it was pure, but I definitely used them as a form of social currency. I never really made personalized fan clubs either. I rarely made fan clubs for people that I had known for a while and had been talking to for a while, and there were people I had known for a while and been talking to for a while. Mostly I would just see like any new user pop up, like oh, so-and-so 19 leaves one comment on high school vampire roleplay. Well then I would be like, fan club for so-and-so 19, and then I would say, for fans of so-and-so 19, and that was my template for every single fan club that I made, and so-and-so 19 would always pop in there and be like, a fan club? For me? And I would be like, yes! And they'd be like, oh my god, thank you, and I'd just be like, you're welcome, sweaty, but I didn't care about so-and-so 19, I just cared about seeming like a nice person on Moshi Monsters. Number 3. So, I mentioned I was a very popular user. I'll admit I don't remember what made someone unpopular per se, but I do remember that there was this very unpopular girl on the Chatterbox forum who created 5 fake accounts just to use those accounts to then post on Chatterbox to make fan clubs for herself. Number 4, I'll admit I did that same thing myself at least once. And I don't know how it is now, but I know that back in the day, you had to be at least level 8 to even post on the Moshi Monsters forums. So basically, I went through the trouble of creating a new account and getting it to level 8, just so I could make a fan club post for myself and get that sweet, sweet social currency. And this other girl did it 5 times. Only, to be fair, I did already have a lot of attention, and she didn't, so maybe it evens out. Number 5, I learned what atheism is. So I grew up in a pretty Christian household. I knew what, like, other religions were, but I didn't know that you could just not even have a religion. And so basically, this person, now it was in Spanish, they posted in Spanish, and they said, is anyone else on this forum an atheist? So I went into Google Translate and I was like, what does this mean? Because I was like, oh, this will all translate it and I'll understand what it is. But I only understand, is anyone else in this forum? I don't understand what atheist means. So I asked them, what's an atheist? And they say, in Spanish, an atheist is someone who doesn't believe in God. But they said that in Spanish, so I had to go and translate it again. And I was like, ooh, scandalous. Number 6, I roleplayed a lot. I used to have a roleplay character. She had red hair, because I wanted red hair, and green eyes, because I wanted green eyes. She was very spunky and peppy and fun, because I wanted to be spunky and peppy and fun. And her name was usually Zora, because somehow I thought that the name Zora meant wolf. No, fox. Fox. That was it. Because when I was 9, I was really into Sonic the Hedgehog, and Tails the Fox was my favorite character. So I was like, a fox? That's the coolest shit you can be. So Zora was my ginger roleplay character who was super into foxes. Number 7. I learned what DeviantArt is. Basically, there were these really cool forum users, 2 of them. Their names were Luke Kinnon and Alana of Darkness. And they both had DeviantArt accounts. You know, they sometimes did art requests and art trades with people. I did like to draw a lot of anime back in the day. And one day, Luke Kinnon was like, hey, do you want to do an art trade? I don't remember what I drew, but I remember that they drew, you know, my roleplay character, Zora. And they posted the request to DeviantArt. So then I was like, ooh, what is this DeviantArt? And then I made a DeviantArt account. So when you think about it, Moshi Monsters led me to make the worst decision of my young life. Number 8, I saw someone get cyberbullied. I don't remember what for, what about, why, but I do remember it was my friend, Wee987. She was 12, so she was like 2 years older than me, and I thought she was the coolest bitch on the planet. And someone was being mean to her. I remember that I was trying to just be a peacemaker, you know, the fan club gal. But we made a post on whatever forum they were bullying her on, where she was like, I'm crying so hard I had to shut the door to the computer room. And those words resonate with me to this day. Number 9. I witnessed them in about 2010, I guess, change the name of our forum from Chatterbox to Outside Monstro City. Now, there are a lot of reasons they could have done this. Chatterbox kind of harkens back to chat rooms, which I don't think many parents would be comfortable with, and Moshi Monsters has always been very focused on the safety of its young users. Chatterbox, it just, you know, like Outside Monstro City is more accurate. We were discussing things that weren't necessarily related to Monstro City, the in-game world. But my personal favorite theory is that they changed the name because they wanted to make it clear. This forum here, this is a forum of chaos. This shit has nothing to do with Monstro City. They didn't want to be associated with us anymore. And number 10, this one's my favorite. So basically, summer 2009, which was when I kind of started like really getting into Moshi Monsters, was when everyone was a little bit more active. People just kind of dropped off a little bit once the school year started, which makes absolute perfect sense. I was very, very sad about this though, because it kind of felt like all my forum friends were leaving me. Like Wee987, she wasn't as active. Alana of Darkness, she wasn't as active. Luke Kinnon, they weren't as active. My friend, what was it? I don't know, she had Ginny Weasley in her username. She wasn't as active. And I was kind of lamenting, like, it's not the golden age of the Moshi Monsters Chatterbox forum anymore. It's not. So I wrote a song, expressing my sorrow that it was no longer the golden age of the Chatterbox forum, and expressing my desire for us to return to the golden age once more. So this is Golden Age by Moshi Monsters user Aqua910. I woke up on a bed of knives last night. I thought that I should just stop trying. I might as well be dying, but I can't give up hope. Not yet, nope. Because where there's a friend, there is a way, even if chaos clouds the day, because we know we're all on the same page. And it's the coming of the golden age, the coming of the golden age. It really is the golden age, the coming of the golden age. When I posted the lyrics to that song, some dumb motherfucker who had only been on the forums for like 2 weeks commented and said something like, "It's not the golden age. We're not anywhere close. Look at all the poverty and war in the world. The golden age is light years away." And I was just like, I meant the Moshi Monsters golden age, dumbass. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope this resonated with you. I hope it made you nostalgic. And if you were active on Moshi Monsters, please comment your username down below. Maybe we were buds back then, and I would love to reconnect. Anyway, thanks, bye!